Going on, BB Wolfgang 1980, aka Bezell, the man to see and the place to be in the QCNC. What's going on today? Well, a couple things I'd like to get off my chest. Just a quick TNA kind of news and review kind of deal today. I want to talk about the Jessicka Havok debut this past Wednesday night on Spike TV, Impact Wrestling. She came out. It was right at the end of a good, short but good match between Gail Kim and Taryn Terrell. Now, all of a sudden you hear this music we've never heard before on Spike or TNA, and and she comes out. She's got the gas mask going on, this coat, looking very aggressive, very gothic, long hair, unique attire to say the least. Very big woman. She's a big girl. She comes in the ring. She lays waste to Gail. Taryn leaves him in a heap. Does kind of a primal scream, kind of like Paige does. Now, this is kind of a mixed reaction or a mixed bag, I guess I could say. For me personally, I do need to see more, but I'm the type of guy that gives a wrestler a chance. They deserve a chance, guys. Just because it did go flat with the crowd. The crowd was just not feeling it. They weren't. It went flat with the crowd. Some people were in the audience, and they showed a guy in particular in the audience. He was doing this. Like, get her out of here. It did go over flat. But I got news for you. There's been lots of debuts in the wrestling game that have gone over flat. It does happen. So I'm gonna wait before I, condemn her or worship her, or however we're gonna put it. Just give it some time. But I will say the power move she chose to do was a very impressive. She did two. If you're familiar with WWE Sheamus, he does a move called the white noise. It's almost like a fall away slam where the head is cradled. She did two of those, one to Taryn, one to Gail. She also hit Gail with like a choke slam, which Gail sold excellently. I mean, we're talking about future Hall of Famer and Gail Kim. So I just wanted to say, give it time. I mean, that crowd has seen a lot the past few. They just had literally 20 tapings crammed down their throat in a short amount of time. So they're going to be burnt out on a lot of things. Unfortunately, with this TNA crowd lately, if it's not a ECW rehash, it's almost like they can't be pleased, which is a shame because we need to move forward. But that's a whole nother video. We'll get into some of that here on the channel. Stay tuned, subscribe. We'll get into all that. Just to kind of give an example or correlation to what I mean by give somebody some time. For me, prime example would be Bram. Just been in the TNA not too long ago. All of a sudden, Magnus goes to the back. There's this guy in the locker room. He's like, "Hey, Bram, what are you doing here?" And my first initial reaction was, "Who's this clown?" But I did notice he had a very intense stare, a very intense demeanor about the way he carried himself. And I was like, okay. Then we got to see a match. I can't even remember who his first match was against. But the timing was terrible. I told my girlfriend at the time, this guy can't even work. But the way he carried himself to the ring, the way he sold, the facial expressions, the grimaces, the moans of pain, you name it, from the slams, everything. I was like, okay, he's got the entertainment part of this. I think he's pretty much got it down. Well, here we are months later. I know for a fact he has it down, and also I know for a fact that I was wrong about him not being able to work. The guy can work. He's actually becoming one of the better hardcore wrestlers in the game right now. And man, does he have that character. He has all that down packed. I love it. So, and with Bram, my initial reaction, I wasn't impressed. But I gave him a chance. So let's sit back, let's get at the table, get our hanky on, get our knife and fork out, and let's just wait and let the meal be served, and let's see what happens when it comes to Havok. Just give her some time. Now, the next thing I want to address is the ratings increase for TNA since they've switched to Wednesday nights on Spike Television. You all know that the NFL is doing a very heavy push this season with their Thursday night games. You're going to have Thursday night games on all three of the big networks, including their own. So you're going to have 4 options for Thursday night games. They're really pushing it this year. For TNA, with everything that's going on, I think they couldn't have did a smarter thing. I mean, I think it's great for them, and obviously it's showing in the ratings. People are, they're watching. It's something to watch on a Wednesday night. And for those of you who have to choose between your level of football and football and wrestling or TNA, you don't have to choose. You can watch it. Enjoy yourself. Look forward to football the next night. I mean, I've really been enjoying the fact that TNA is now a day early. It helps me out. But the reason why I bring this up is for all the people, oh, they laugh, oh, TNA, they're going to be gone, oh, they just slow down, take a deep breath, everybody just relax. First of all, the writing's on the wall in my mind that TNA is going nowhere. They've already extended them. Spike has this heavy push for their sports division, hence the Bellator renewed push, hence the cross promotion between Lashley and Bellator. I mean, it just makes no sense when you have an entity or a company, a product on your station where the ratings are going up, people are enjoying it. You want to branch off more into the sports area of people watching or the sports demographic of people watching your network. And you're just going to get rid of, oh, see you later, TNA. Hey, we're good. We're just going to get rid of somebody that's bringing us over 1 million views a week. I don't think so. I think they're just, there's some posturing. There's some pushing back and forth. There's some demands they probably want met. Just give it time. But I really think TNA is going nowhere. And if TNA does end their relationship with Spike permanently, I think they're going to peep and pop right up on another network. To me, it's that simple. So I just wanted to give 2 quick opinions on some things there, as far as Jessicka Havok's debut and TNA's rating increase. But let me know what you guys think. Please interact. Tell me. I'd like to hear your opinions. My opinions are coming from a guy. I'm just a wrestling fan at heart. I've been watching wrestling for almost 30 years. Started when I was about 5 years old. At least that's about as far back as I can remember. So I love wrestling. It's not an angle or hype for me. I love it. I love it when it's bad. I love it when it's good. So I'd like to hear your opinions as well. Interact. Comment down below. If you like what you hear, there's going to be plenty more where that come from. So please subscribe, tell a friend, and let's let the channel grow. But till then, I'll see you next time. Bezell out.